different you look for in someone like Minaya when they're starting versus when they're coming in after an opener?
I don't know. I think it's just coming down to him being the best version of himself. Getting the baseball, whether it's as a starter, as a reliever, coming on a bulk situation. I think he's just doing his part, doing his job. Obviously, as a starter, he knows the importance of getting the team, setting the tone from first pitch. But man, I'm gonna go back to his last outing. He was pretty good, and we're gonna need another one like that.
We've heard from you and we've heard from him like how hard he's had to work to get back to this point. What exactly does that mean? Like what kind of work has he done?
He's done a lot. It hasn't been easy, and I'm gonna go back to last year dealing with injuries, and when he got back, not being able to be himself, gets to spring training, and the ball is not coming out with the way he wanted to. And man, it was just not only mechanics with the way he was moving on the mound, but it's just like the throwing programs, the heavy ball, and all that he did with the pitching coach. But it starts with him getting, buying into the program, the suggestions from the pitching coaches. It takes a whole village, and I'm glad that he was able to put in the work. He continues to do that, and we're seeing the results right away, which not necessarily always happen that way. But that goes to show you how much he cares and how much he wants to be the guy, and he knows he's important for us.
How many games do you think Lindor will play in rehab?
I don't know. So it's good that we now can say, okay, he's playing tomorrow. Yeah. The plan is for him to go 5 or 6 innings, and then he'll be off on Saturday. What's today? Thursday, Friday. So yeah. Saturday, we're looking at whether it's going to be again on Binghamton or Syracuse, and then we'll see where we at if he needs to go again early next week. At this point, we know he's playing 2 for sure, and then we'll yeah.
Okay.
Does he need to play 9 before he's ready?
I think it's more time on his feet, to be honest with you. He plays 7, and it's a long game. Like that, you could consider that as a normal game here at the big league level. I think it's just how he responds, how much running he's doing, gets on base, action, and all of that. But this is a guy that knows himself better than anybody, and he's gonna let us know whether he needs more at bats or physically how he's feeling, and we'll go from there. That's why I don't want to, get ahead of myself here. And all we know is playing tomorrow, and then one more of the weekend, and then we'll go from there.
How about Taiwan?
He'll go with Lindor, Double-A or Triple-A, and then because of he didn't get the volume that Lindor did with the simulated games, I'm pretty sure he's going to play more early next week.
So with Lindor, it is conceivable he could be back for you guys next week?
Yes, that could be. That's on the table. Yes.
Have you talked about
when? I don't know, but yes.
Have you talked about using him as a DH or anything like that, or do you have to talk him in something like that into him?
I've been talking to the performance staff and our trainers, and I haven't talked to Lindor. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a discussion. Knowing him, a guy that wants to be in the lineup every day, he will take that as an off day, as opposed to be completely out of the lineup. But I'm pretty sure there's also going to be days where, we're going to have to be firm and probably keep his name out of the starting lineup.
Speaking of DH, after watching yesterday and knowing how valuable Louis is, are you considering using Francisco Alvarez more as a DH?
Yes. I think every time we'll have that opportunity, depending on the matchups, who we're playing, and all that, day games, we've been having those discussions. Keep Alvy's bat, keep Louis defense behind the plate. So, yes, that's on the table.
Obviously, every series is important, but how much can this be a litmus test for you guys, especially against the Phillies?
Every series is important. You just said it. We came off after playing a really good series against the Braves, and then we went to Cincinnati and lost the series. I think it doesn't matter who you're playing. That's a really good team. They got out of the gate slow, but they've been able to get back on track, and that's what we're trying to do here. Again, a good team, and we got to go out there and play our game.
Have you noticed a difference in Bo's demeanor or his presence, not just his at-bats, but who he is or how he goes about his business in general since he's gotten going?
Same guy, and that's what makes him who he is. When it was super hard for him in April, not too long ago, He's the same guy, same personality. Guys are just going to show up, put in the work, play, and trying to help the team win baseball games. He's getting results here. He's gotten hot, but I think we all expected that. He expected that. But like I said, same guy, same personality, and a guy that just want to win.
He came close to signing here, not just that you got him, that you were able to keep him away from the Phillies.
Yeah, I don't know about the details. Obviously, everything came out that the Phillies were on him. He made what they felt, or he felt, made the best decision for him and his family. That's a really good team there too, a great organization. I'm glad he chose us, and I'm having fun managing him.
How much of an emotional boost would it be for the team to get Lindor back?
It's huge. It's huge. We know the meaning, what he represents, the meaning for this team, and what he brings to the table. His presence, the position he plays. He's just the type of player he is. But at the same time, we got to keep going here. Like that's the messaging for everyone. But I think it's just good for everyone in there to know that he's getting closer, because I'm pretty sure none of those guys had an idea what was, how close was he. But now that we got the news, I'm pretty sure those guys are gonna feel it.
Assuming that Bo moves back to third base, I mean, what's the plan for Beatty?
He's gonna be a very important player for us. The versatility is what's going to continue to give these guys chances to be in the lineup. Whether it's at third, Lindor's gonna need days. Outfield, second base, first base. So there's a lot of ways that he could get at bats. Obviously, performance matters, but he's another guy that we're gonna need.
At the risk of getting too far ahead of ourselves, is your plan to slot Lindor back into the leadoff spot?
I haven't got there yet. We'll see. The day that he's available for us, then I'll talk to Lindor. I'll talk to some of the people that I need to talk to, and then we'll go from there.
How strange is it to have this built-in off day in the middle of the series like this?
It's what it is, right? Like at first when I saw it, I was like, "What's going on here?" It's weird, but now then you understand. You got the World Cup right next door. You got 80,000 people here, so it's part of it.
You're gonna go to the game?
I'm trying.
Yeah.
Not an easy ticket though.